Congratulations on the purchase of your new tenant floor cleaner. With proper use and care, your machine's highly efficient cleaning systems will perform well for many years to come. This operator training video will help you better understand how to prepare your machine for use, clean your floors, and care for your machine so you get the longest life and best performance from your machine. It is the operator's responsibility to operate the machine safely. The safety labels that appear on the machine indicate important information you need to be aware of when operating the machine. The operator should read and fully understand the operator's manual prior to operating the machine. Your machine can effectively clean dirty floors. The one-step button makes it possible to immediately begin cleaning with the activation of a single button. As the machine travels forward, the sweeping systems remove debris from the floor and place it in the hopper. The vacuum system draws dust and air through the hopper and the dust control filter, and clean air is exhausted from the machine. The steering wheel controls the machine travel path. There is a control panel to the left of the steering wheel. An on-off key switch is used to control machine power. Turn the key all the way to the right and release it to turn the machine power on, and to the left to turn it off. The directional switch controls the forward and reverse direction of the machine. Place the switch in the forward position to propel forward, and the reverse position to propel in reverse. The emergency stop switch stops all power to the machine. Press the switch to stop the machine power. To restart the machine, turn the emergency stop switch to the right and release it. Then cycle the key switch off and then all the way to the right again. Note, the emergency stop switch should only be used in case of an emergency. It must not be used for normal stopping while the machine is moving, as this may damage the machine. The optional operating lights are controlled by the light switch. Place the switch in the middle position to turn on the optional safety lights. Press the top of the switch to turn on the optional operating lights and safety lights. Press the bottom of the switch to turn off all lights. If equipped with the optional blue lights, they will turn on when the key is turned on. If your machine is equipped with a vacuum wand, this switch sets the vacuum to standby when the top of the switch is pressed. Next, lift the wand and the vacuum fan will turn on. When you are finished cleaning, allow the hose to retract into the machine, store the wand, and turn off the vacuum by pressing the bottom of the switch. If your machine is a high dump model, to ensure operator safety for the hopper lift and lower functions, a safety interlock button is provided for two-handed operation in order to lift and lower the hopper. The safety interlock button is to the right of the steering wheel on the right control panel. This button enables the hopper raise and lower switch functions. While pressing and holding the safety interlock switch, press and hold the top of the hopper lift lower switch to raise the hopper. The hopper's roll-in-out switch controls the hopper dump position. With the hopper raised to a safe dumping height, the hopper roll-out switch will illuminate. It can then be pressed and held until the hopper rolls to the dump position. When the hopper is rolled out, the roll switch lights will flash. Pressing and holding the roll-in switch will return the hopper to the rolled-in position. The hopper safety switch is required only when either raising or lowering the hopper. While pressing and holding the hopper safety switch, pressing and holding the bottom of the hopper lift lower switch will lower the hopper. Note, if the hopper is not completely rolled in when lowering it, it will stop lowering, automatically roll in, and then continue to lower to the working position. The hour meter records the number of hours the machine has been operated. There is another control panel to the right of the steering wheel. This panel controls all sweeping functions and provides other useful information. The large green button is the one-step button. Pressing this button turns on all cleaning systems that are set to standby once you begin propelling. Pressing the button again turns off all cleaning systems. When the one-step button is pressed to stop cleaning, the machine remembers which settings were active. When the one-step button is pressed to start cleaning again, the machine remembers those settings. The down pressure of the main brush can be adjusted to match the sweeping conditions. Each time the button is pressed and released, the down pressure setting will move to the next of the three available settings: low, medium, and high, and then back to low. To the right of the pressure adjust button is the vacuum fan button. The vacuum fan has 3 settings: off, low, and high. Pressing and releasing the vacuum fan button will scroll through these settings. Below these buttons are 2 buttons that control the optional side brushes. When a side brush button is pressed, the LED next to that button will turn on and set that brush to standby. That brush will then turn on when the one-step button is pressed and you begin sweeping. While sweeping, a side brush can be turned on or off by pressing a button. If the sweeping systems have been used for 30 minutes or more, when they are deactivated, the filter shaker system will automatically run. If the filter becomes clogged, the shaker button LED will flash slowly to indicate that you need to initiate the filter shake sequence. If additional dust filter cleaning is desired, you can press the dust filter shaker button to activate the shaker. It will automatically turn off after 30 seconds, or you can press the button again to interrupt the shake sequence. With the one step active, when the Eco button is selected, the machine operates in Eco mode. The main sweep and vacuum fan motors all run at a lower voltage, and the main down pressure is reduced to the lowest setting. This reduces the power usage to extend the runtime and lowers the machine operating noise level. When you're ready to stop sweeping, press the one-step button again. The vacuum fan, main brush, and side brushes will all turn off, and if you've been sweeping for 30 minutes or more, the filter shaker system will run for 30 seconds. The horn button is easy to reach on the right side of the panel. The battery discharge indicator displays the charge level of the battery while the machine is operating. When the batteries are fully charged, all LEDs are lit. As the battery is discharged, the LEDs will turn off from right to left. It is recommended that you recharge the batteries when only the yellow and red LEDs are lit. When the red LED starts flashing, the sweeping systems will turn off and you must drive the machine to the charging station. Depending on your machine configuration, there is an indicator section below the battery charge indicators. From left to right, the worn brush indicator, the low battery water indicator, the HEPA filter clogged indicator, and the general warning indicator. The brush indicator will flash or light if the main sweep motor is unable to meet the target current. This indicates a worn brush. When your machine is equipped with the optional automatic battery watering, or ABW system, a blinking battery water icon indicates the battery watering tank level is too low to operate correctly, and you will need to fill the tank to continue sweeping. If the ABW tank remains empty after 10 hours of sweeping, the sweeping functions will be disabled until the tank is filled and the ABW fills the batteries. The HEPA warning light indicates the HEPA filter needs to be changed. If the general warning indicator turns on, the fault code is displayed by the battery discharge indicator LEDs. You may be required to stop the machine and follow your company's service procedure guidelines to correct the condition. The machine's propel speed is controlled by a foot pedal. Press down on the pedal to increase propel speed and release the pedal to decrease speed. The brake pedal slows and stops the machine. The parking brake automatically engages when the machine is not moving, and disengages when the propel pedal is depressed and the machine starts to move. The flap and trap pedal is used to open the flap in front of the main brush. This allows larger debris to enter the brush compartment. When the pedal is fully depressed, the flap in front of the main brush is raised. When the pedal is released, the flap returns to the normal position. Prior to operating the machine, there are checks that need to be completed to make sure the machine is ready to clean. Refer to the operator's manual for more detailed information. Check the battery charge level. Check the operating lights. Check the brushes for wear and damage. Remove any wire, string, or twine that may have become wrapped around the brushes. On high-dub machines, check the hydraulic fluid level. Check the condition of the hopper dust filter and seals. Check the steering and braking systems for proper operation. Check maintenance records to determine maintenance requirements. Once the hopper has been emptied and the dust filter and seals have been inspected, the machine is ready to sweep. First, turn the key switch on and place the desired sweeping systems in standby. Then press the large green one-step button to start sweeping. The amount and type of soilage play an important role in determining what type of brushes to use on your machine. For best results, use the correct brush type for your cleaning application. Brush application guidance is located in the operator's manual, and part numbers are located in the parts manual. Rotate the brush end for end after every 50 hours of operation for maximum brush life and the best sweeping performance. Replace the brush when it no longer cleans effectively. To replace the brush, turn off the sweeping systems and turn off the machine. Open the main sweeping brush compartment access door. Remove the knobs and remove the main sweep brush idler plate. Pull the brush from the main sweep compartment. Replace or rotate the main brush end for end. Slide the brush into the main sweep brush compartment and all the way onto the drive hub. Reinstall the main sweep brush idler plate. Close the main sweeping brush compartment access door. With the machine stopped on a level surface, turn off the machine. Next, reach under the side sweeping brush and pull the retaining pin from the shaft, and then remove the washer and the brush from the shaft. To install the brush on your machine, slide it onto the shaft, align it with the drive pin, and then install the washer and the retaining pin. Repeat this process if there is a left side sweeping brush installed on your machine. Before cleaning with your machine, manually pick up oversized debris, plastic wrap, string, twine, or any other debris that could become wrapped around or tangled in the brushes. Press the one-step button. If necessary, set the sweep settings for the area being cleaned. As you approach larger debris, depress the flap and trap pedal to let the debris into the brush compartment, and then release the flap and trap pedal. To stop cleaning, press the one-step button. When your cleaning is finished, the machine needs to be emptied and cleaned. To empty the low dump hopper, park the machine and turn off the key. If needed, the variable height hopper handle can be adjusted to suit the operator. Release the hopper latches and slide the hopper out of the machine. You can either empty the hopper by lifting the handle, or if you have the optional hopper trays, you can lift out each tray and empty it. If your machine has the high dump hopper, use the controls described before to empty the hopper into a container. Note, there is a hopper safety brace that should be deployed if you are working around or under the hopper when it is raised. To prolong the life of the batteries, recharge them only if the machine was used for an accumulated total of 30 minutes or more. Do not leave batteries discharged for lengthy periods. To charge the batteries, first transport the machine to a well-ventilated area. Park the machine on a flat, dry surface. Turn off the key and raise the seat. If you are charging wet batteries or lead-acid batteries, the fluid level should be checked before charging the batteries. The fluid should be at the level shown. If the battery fluid level is too low, damage to the battery will result. If the battery level is too high, the fluid may overflow while charging. Warning: fire or explosion hazard. Batteries emit hydrogen gas. Keep sparks and open flame away. When your machine is equipped with the automatic battery watering system, the system keeps the battery cell levels at the correct level automatically. If the battery watering tank becomes low, the battery water low fault indicator light will turn on. Filling the ABW tank with distilled water will clear the fault. Reminder: it is important that the operator's seat is raised while charging to allow gases to escape from the battery compartment. To charge a machine with an off-board charger, connect the charger's DC cord to the battery connector. Next, with either an onboard or off-board charger, plug in the electrical cord. The supplied charger will automatically begin charging and shut off when fully charged. When fully charged, the battery discharge indicator will continually flash twice, pause, and then flash twice again. Attention! Do not disconnect the charger's DC cord from the machine receptacle when the charger is operating because arcing may result. If the charger must be interrupted during charging, unplug the AC cord to turn off the charger before disconnecting the batteries from the charger. Performing the daily operator checks, making needed adjustments, and following the proper operating procedures for your tenant machine will ensure that it will perform in top condition throughout its useful lifetime. You will find it cleans better, has fewer maintenance issues, and effectively enhances the environment. Tenant, reinventing the way the world cleans.